Goethe once said something that hits hard today. He said that people who think they are free when they are actually slaves are the most trapped of all. Most of us like to think we make our choices. We wake up, check our phones, go to work, and buy things we like. But are we actually in control? Or are we just following a path that someone else laid out for us? This is the main struggle of the smart person in the modern world. They see the walls of the cage, even when those walls are made of gold and velvet. There was a famous debate about this between two writers, George Orwell and Aldous Huxley. Orwell wrote a book called 1984. He was afraid of a world where a big government used pain and fear to keep people in line. He imagined a world of constant surveillance and punishment. But Huxley had a completely different idea. In his book, Brave New World, he didn't see a world of pain. He saw a world of too much pleasure. He thought people wouldn't be controlled by what they hate, but by what they love. Orwell feared those who would ban books. Huxley feared that there would be no reason to ban a book because no one would want to read one. He believed we would be drowned in a sea of irrelevant information that makes us passive. Huxley wrote his book in 1931. At that time, it was just a scary story about a distant future. But by 1961, 30 years later, he started to feel a deep sense of worry. He looked at the world and saw that technology was moving much faster than he ever expected. He realized that the threat of technological control wasn't centuries away. It was right at the door. He saw that the world didn't need a dictator to take away our rights. We would give them up ourselves. We would trade our privacy for convenience and our freedom for entertainment. This was the evolution of a warning that many people ignored for far too long. This is what we call the subtle tyranny. It is the trap of pleasurable servitude. It is a system that keeps us docile, not by hurting us, but by keeping us slightly satisfied all the time. Think about your own day. How many times do you reach for your phone the moment you feel a little bit bored? How many times do you scroll through social media or watch a short video just to get a quick spark of joy? This isn't an accident. The modern digital world is designed to provide an endless supply of distractions. It is a method of control that doesn't feel like control at all. It feels like a choice. It feels like fun. But every time we choose the distraction, we lose a little bit of our ability to think for ourselves. The central question is why we are so prone to this. Why do we trade our liberty for comfort? Smart people feel this tension more than anyone else. They have the intellectual awareness to see the trap, but they still feel the pull of the sensory satisfaction. It is a battle between the mind and the body. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. Hearing from you helps us keep this conversation going. Choosing comfort over freedom is a basic human instinct, but it is one that the system knows how to use against us. We are being conditioned to prefer a life that is managed for us. It is easier to be told what to watch, what to buy, and what to think than it is to build a life of our own. This is the pleasurable servitude that Goethe warned us about. It is a process that slowly strips away our humanity, leaving us as consumers in a vast machine. We face a crossroads. To understand how we ended up here, we have to look back at the work of a man named B.F. Skinner. He was a psychologist who spent a lot of time in laboratories watching how animals behaved. He wanted to know how learning actually worked. He used something called a Skinner box. It was a simple cage for a rat with a lever on one side. When the rat was placed inside, it would run around and sniff the corners. Eventually, it would press the lever by accident. Immediately, a piece of food would fall inside. The rat would eat and keep moving. But soon, it realized that the lever and the food were connected. The rat stopped wandering. It just sat by the lever and pressed it over and over again. Skinner called this operant conditioning. He believed that all human behavior could be explained this way. We are just like those rats, looking for rewards. He focused on positive and negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is when you do something to stop something bad from happening, like following a rule to avoid a fine. But positive reinforcement is much more effective. This is when you do something because you get a reward. Skinner found that if you reward a behavior, you can make a creature do almost anything. The creature won't feel forced. It will feel like it wants to do the task. This is the foundation of the world we live in today. The system doesn't need to threaten us with a whip to make us behave. It just needs to give us the right pellets. In our world, those pellets are digital likes, credit scores, and consumer goods. Skinner believed that we should use this science to build a better society. He wrote a book called Walden 2 about a community where everything was scientifically managed. In this world, children were conditioned from birth to be happy and cooperative. To Skinner, this was the ultimate goal. He thought that if we could engineer a utopia, we should do it. But this is where the smart individual starts to feel a deep sense of dread. Aldous Huxley looked at Skinner's ideas and saw something different. He didn't see a utopia. He saw a new kind of tyranny. Huxley argued that a society where people are conditioned to be happy is a society that has lost its soul. If your happiness is just a result of someone else's social engineering, is it even real? Huxley believed that the most dangerous type of control is the one that makes the slaves love their servitude. If you are a slave, but you are constantly satisfied, you will never try to escape. You won't even see the cage. This creates a massive problem for the modern seeker. You are caught between these two views. On one hand, Skinner's science is used by every app developer and marketing firm. They know exactly which colors and sounds will trigger your brain to keep clicking. They use rewards to keep you engaged. On the other hand, you have the warning from Huxley, telling you that this engagement is a form of mental prison. The trickiest part is the illusion of choice. When you are scrolling through your feed for hours, no one is forcing you. You feel like you are making a choice. You feel completely free. The smart person feels this contradiction every day. You know the video you are watching was designed to catch your eye. You know the food you eat was engineered to be addictive. You see the engineering of the utopia all around you. Yet, the conditioning is so strong that even when you see the walls, you find yourself reaching for the lever. It is a cycle that ensures we stay docile and easy to manage. We trade our autonomy for the feeling of being satisfied, never noticing that the person who built the box is the one who truly decides what we do next. Huxley's vision of the future included a substance called soma. It was a government-provided solution for anyone who felt a moment of sadness or stress. You took a dose, and the world became bright again without any morning hangover. It offered all the benefits of religion and alcohol with none of the side effects. Looking at our world today, it is clear that we have found our own versions of soma. We live in a time where pharmaceutical use is at an all-time high. Many people rely on psychotropic drugs to handle the pressure of modern life and the stress of the digital world. While medicine is vital for those who truly need it, for many others, it has become a way to numb the natural discomfort of living in a society that feels hollow. The opioid crisis is a tragic example of how far people will go to escape reality when that reality offers no sense of purpose. But drugs are only part of the story. Our world is now filled with digital tools that act exactly like the rewards in B.F. Skinner's laboratory. Think about the smartphone. It is a device designed to keep you looking at it for as long as possible. Designers use the same tricks found in slot machines. Every notification is a hit of dopamine. Every like is a pellet of food for the human brain. We have also seen a rise in state-sanctioned entertainment and pornography. This keeps the population in a state of constant sensory stimulation. It is very hard to think deeply about your freedom when you are busy watching a short video or scrolling through endless images. This is the exact environment Huxley warned us about. It is a world where people are so distracted by pleasure that they forget they have no real power. This is the trade-off we make. We have largely chosen a life of television and hamburgers over the responsibility of being truly free. Freedom is difficult. It requires you to make your own choices and face the consequences. Servitude, especially the pleasurable kind, is much easier. In a world of comfortable servitude, your basic needs are met and your mind is kept busy. But there is a massive human cost. Frederick Douglass once explained that to make a contented slave, you must first make a thoughtless one. He believed that you have to darken their moral vision and kill their reason. You have to destroy their ability to imagine a different life. When we give up our autonomy for a more comfortable life, we are doing that work for the system ourselves. We are renouncing the very thing that makes us human, our ability to choose our own path. The smart individual feels this conflict every day. You feel the weight of this choice every time you pick up your phone to scroll because you are bored, instead of sitting with your own thoughts and your silence. You feel it when you choose the easy path of conformity because it is safer than standing up for what you believe. The struggle for happiness in the modern world is not about finding more pleasure. It is actually a struggle for agency. It is a fight to get back into the driver's seat of your own life and stop being a passenger in a machine built by someone else. True happiness should not be manufactured for you by a chemist or a software developer. Real fulfillment comes from the hard struggle to be an independent person who is responsible for their own joy. We are currently at a crossroads. We can continue to embrace the comfort of managed servitude, or we can resist the pull of the distractions and fight to preserve our autonomy. The choice is yours to make. But remember that once you trade away your freedom for comfort, it is almost impossible to get it back. The cage may be comfortable, but it is still a cage.